Through the Veil TV. Live streaming TV made by psychics, for psychics, helping others around the world. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to the show.
Hi everyone, welcome to my show today. I'm your hostess, Psychic Cat, and on tonight's show we have Psychic Medium Leanne. How are you?
Hi, Kat. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, thank you. Now, what tools have you got? Like, what cards have you got?
I have some angel cards, spirit cards, pardon me, by John Holland, and I've been working with them for a long time. They're very, very good spirit cards. I find them very connecting.
Nice, and your mediumship is amazing.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I very much enjoy it.
Yeah, it's really good. And hello to Emily and everyone else watching. Welcome to our show. Emily wants to know if she can get a reading, please. We can give you a one card. If you want a 3-card reading and more in-depth reading, they're $17.77. So just let us know if you want a one card or a more in-depth reading, please. And yeah, hi to everyone else. So if anyone wants to get in the studio for a live free reading, please let us know in the comments and I'll contact you. It's always good to get everyone in, like people in the studio. You get more of a connection.
Yes. Yeah. It's far better to hear your voice, to hear your voice and see your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Emily, would you like it? Yeah. Emily, would you like an in-depth reading or one card? And so show us your cards. I love looking at tarot cards. Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nice. She would like a one card, please.
Okay. And Emily?
Emily, yes.
Okay. Yes. Bear with me. I'm just going to put my glasses on. So, Emily, the card that I've drawn for you today is forgiveness. It says holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. So I think what this card is telling you is that you have had some challenges recently or that have gone on for quite a while regarding forgiving somebody, and you've been struggling with it. And the universe, in its infinite wisdom, is telling you that you're best to forgive and move on because the only person that you're hurting is yourself. Once we forgive, then we release all of that heaviness and that burden that's within us. I suspect you've had a relationship. I'm feeling that there was a relationship with a fellow, and it didn't end very well. And you're carrying a lot of not only anger and resentment, but a lot of guilt as well. And those three things together can really pull us down. So I'm really encouraging you, as is Spirit, with this card that's been chosen for you, to release that and just feel your inner child come out and just let it go. Does that resonate with you at all?
We'll wait and see what she says.
Okay.
And hello to Melissa and everyone else watching.
Oh, hi, Melissa. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining.
If anyone has a question, we are doing free one-card readings. A more in-depth reading are $17.77. Emily said yes.
Perfect. Well, I'm glad that resonated with you, and I really hope that you can take something from that and be able to do some healing within yourself, because you will feel like a different person. Truly, you will.
Yeah. Hi, Melissa. Melissa would like a card, please. Just one card.
Certainly.
Okay.
Thank you, Melissa. Nothing again. Melissa, the card that's pulled for you today is a mother's love. So a mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never, ever be broken. So I'm feeling that you had a relationship with your mother or a grandmother, it could have been, and she's in spirit now. So she wants you to know that she's with you all the time and that she loves you very much, and she carries and cherishes all of those memories that you two had together. So whenever you're feeling sad or you're feeling down, just close your eyes and think of her, because her love is eternal and she'll always be there for you no matter what. So I hope that that resonated with you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you. Now, Connie, hello, Connie, says one card, and she's also shared. Thank you for sharing, and to everyone else for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Connie, let's do a card for you. Just bear with me. Today, Connie, the card that we have pulled for you, this is choices. So when you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you begin to tap into, the power of your own spirit will emerge. You'll be able to listen and appreciate to the intuitive wisdom that makes you who you are and apply it positively and constructively to the outside world that you experience. So I'm feeling that you've had a lot of choices over the last year, and they have really brought a lot of disharmony and discord inside of you. And it's been a real struggle for you. So you're pulling one way and you're pulling the other way. And the choices card is for you to have faith in that little inner voice that we all have inside of us called your intuition. And we all can understand when we do things or say things or going to change our mind about something, there's always that little voice that steps in and says, no, don't do it. So you've been struggling, and this card is to tell you that you don't have to struggle. You just have to look within yourself and feel it within yourself, because you know the answer. You just have to believe it. I hope that helps for you. Oh, that's great, Melissa. Oh gosh, my grandma raised me as a child and I truly miss her and always thinking of her. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That was very kind of you to put yourself out there and share that. Thank you. Emily, can I please ask a question? My husband passed away to depression. Can you read into spiritual? Yes, I can. I can do a reading. As Kat pointed out in the beginning of the show, it's $17.77 that you donate, and your reading will be given to you right away. And you can see the PayPal on the bottom of the screen, and you can forward the money there.
Yeah, so mediumship readings are $17.77, and one card questions are free. Because when you do mediumship, it's more in depth, and don't you think it's connecting with spirit? So
yeah, it is a lot different than doing a card. And I will say that you know, when you asked me to do that, I felt a presence. So I would be more than happy to see if I can bring your husband in and give you some insight into that, if you'd like to do that.
Connie says, okay, thank you. Yes, I've gone through big life changes and struggling to let my spirit live again. I have been numb.
Okay.
And she says, thank you. You're welcome, Emily.
You're very welcome, Emily.
And so would like it.
Absolutely. Sarah, the card I've pulled for you is You Are Not Alone. We're all here for you. We never left you. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you can sense us near and you feel how much love that we're sending to you every day. We are your family, your friends, and your guides. You never walk alone. We always walk beside you. So this card is obviously telling you, sorry, I shouldn't have used that word because it's a little straight up, but you aren't alone. And we all have spirit guides walking with us. And whenever we're not happy within ourselves, our spirit guides know that. And they have a way of assisting us and being with us to let us know that there's no need to give up. Just surrendering yourself to the spirit and giving all of your pain and all of the thoughts that you feel that are sad to that spirit, and your spirit guide will guide you and help you to become more balanced. I hope that helped you. You're welcome. Sarah, thank you.
Wow, your one card readings are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's not me, it's spirit. Spirit connecting with everybody that's asking and knows exactly who to talk to and the message that they need to hear.
Yeah, it's amazing. And hello to everyone on Adding Radio Land. I am your host, the Psychic Cat, and we have on tonight's show Psychic Medium Leanne. And if anyone would like a mediumship reading, they're 1777, or we're doing free one-card readings on the show tonight. So if you have a question, please put it in the comments, and Leanne will be able to answer that for you. So, do you do the pendulum?
No, I've done it a few times, but I'm not as proficient at it as I would like to be. But I really enjoy the pendulum. Yes.
Yeah. I don't do them myself, but I
Do
do
you?
like. No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I do like them though.
I'm sorry?
I do like them. I just don't do. Yeah. You know, when I don't have a steady hand, so I can't do them.
I know that makes a world of difference. I find the same thing. I just didn't want to admit it, but that's good on you. I don't have a steady hand either.
Otherwise, I'd be doing them.
Yes.
Yeah. So, how long have you been like a medium? When did you realize you could connect with spirit? I'll let you tell our viewers that story.
Sure. Well, I have been spiritual since I was a little girl. I felt angels around me, were spirits and guides since I was young. And I have had an extremely long and arduous journey, like most people. And I found that my spirit guides and my angels have been unbelievable in guiding me. And the strange thing is, when we go through challenges, and everybody does, we go through trauma, we go through loss, we go through heartbreak, we go through sadness, all of the different things that we endure, and we feel like we're really alone. And when we go in those moments, we don't realize that we do have a spirit guide that's with us, that's looking after us. And anything that happens to us, I believe, happens for a reason. It's part of our journey. And when I look back at my journey, I just say, you know what? I've learned a lot of lessons, and it's finally a good thing that I'm at a place where I can look back at it and say, you know what? It was for a good reason. Spirits that take care of us and surround us all the time, they show us in different ways, in small ways, in subtle ways. That we don't even realize at the time. So I think that the key is to just become more aware. And we've heard, the big word for 2021 was be in the now. And being in the now, I believe, is a lot more than just the sentence itself, because when we surrender and we're just in the now, we can hear our spirit guides. We don't hear the constant chatter, and there's just so much chatter in the world for all of us. It's been a really tough year for everybody going through COVID. I'm in Canada, and it's been hard here, but I know in other places, like down in the States, in England, well, everywhere, it's unbelievably a sad thing that everybody's gone through. But the good thing, I think, that comes out of it is that it's all united us, and it's all made us realize that we're all, loving souls, and we all care about people, and we all feel and grieve for people we see that have gone through really tough times. And not one of us out there hasn't gone through tough times. So having that ability and that empathy and that passion for life and for other people, I think is it's very important, and it's an innate thing that we all have. It's just whether or not we can tap into it. So my journey, to make the story short, my journey has been long, and I have been very spiritual. I've been doing cards for, I can't even remember how long, and mediumship. I've been doing that for a few years, and I feel really connected. And the biggest thing out of doing readings for people is bringing in spirit of people that they've lost, that they don't have any signs from, that they don't see, and having that ability to be able to connect them. Spirit wants to come. They want to come and see their loved ones. They want them to know that they're there with them all the time. And when you do readings, when I do readings, spirit, they're just so happy. They're just waiting for somebody to say, you know what? That's my wife, or that's my girlfriend, or that's my son. And I want to let them know that I'm okay. So I think it's important, although hard for some people to really realize that this can happen, but it does. And for everybody to know that we're not alone. We totally are not alone. We have each other here on this physical earth, and we also have other spirits and people that love us that are on the other side of the veil. So we're all together here collectively, and I feel very blessed that I can help other people by doing card readings or doing a mediumship or psychic reading to help them in ways that give them some peace and some sense of closure. So that's my story, Kat. Thank you for asking.
A beautiful story.
Thank you.
Yeah. If anyone is awakening, has recently had an awakening, please contact us, because we do have psychics, mediums that can help you. So you're not alone. So please let us know, because it can be very, if you're by yourself, it can be very scary if you've got no one to speak to. Mm-hmm. And if you speak to someone about your awakening that hasn't had one or doesn't understand, they'll just think you're crazy. So make sure you speak to people that understand. So, join Facebook groups and where you can meet people and talk about it.
Yes, it's very important. And this is a great tunnel, if you will, through the veil, is for people to reach out. You have so many excellent healers within Through the Veil that can help people. So I really encourage the viewers to reach out here to Kat and to Through the Veil and or myself. I have a Facebook page, and it's on the bottom of the screen. And so like Kat said, to know that you're truly not alone.
No. I had my awakening before Facebook. So a long time ago. So it was very hard. It was much different to now. But
was it?
Yeah.
Was it a revelation or?
Yeah, like it was a long time ago, but there was no internet like there is today. So it was very hard to meet people that had awakenings or were psychic. So it's not like now.
No, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
A lot
So I
different.
I had to go to the library and read up about it. Not
Wow,
I just found, books on the tarot. I got into the tarot and learnt that. But
that's
hello,
great.
Cynthia.
Hi,
Thank you.
Cynthia.
Thank you everyone else for watching. If anyone has a question, please put it in the comments. We're doing one card free readings. Anything, a more in-depth reading is 1777. If you want to get in the studio for a reading, we're doing it for free and we can get you in live. Hi, Tony Love.
Hi, Tony.
Yeah, so, and Cynthia, may I please have a card? Thank you.
Absolutely, hon. Absolutely, you may. Okay, Cynthia, the card for you today is listen. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention and not to just what's being said, but to what lies beneath the words. I apologize for that. So I'm feeling that you've been going through some things lately where people aren't feeling like they're heard from you. Could be a family member or it could be a close friend. And sometimes, we all do it. We don't listen properly. We hear the words and we nod and we agree, but we're not truly listening. And this card is telling you to listen because there's somebody is trying to tell you something very important. Something is coming into you, to your ears, through the words that you're hearing. So it's another message. It could be anything, but it is something that's important that you're not hearing properly. So for you to just be cognizant of that, and when you talk to people and you're listening to what they say, truly listen, like look into their eyes and listen to what they're saying, and you will be surprised. I think that there's a special message that's coming to you that's trying to come through, and when you truly listen, you will hear it. Thank you for asking. That's great. Yay. Thank you. I'm glad that helped.
That was a nice reading.
Hmm.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. We have Leah Price. Hi, could I have a card, please? And thank you.
Hi, Leila. Of course you can. You're very welcome, Cynthia.
Cynthia, thank you very much.
Okay. Hi, Leila. Okay, hon. Let's see what we've got for you. These glasses thing, they're crazy. Sorry. So the card for you, Leila, is trust. And this is probably going to resonate. While your logical mind is directing and dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be the one that you consider safe and very familiar, but you could be missing out, out on some great opportunities that are coming your way. So trust is something that all of us go through on a daily basis, whether it's trusting your partner or it's trusting your thought to do something, to make a decision. So this card is telling you to really pay attention and to trust again, like I said earlier, that inner voice inside of you, because there's nothing else that's going to be as true as your inner voice. And learning to trust people, it makes us vulnerable, but for you to step out of your comfort zone just a little bit, you'll find it's going to make a big difference with you. So, stepping out of our comfort zone is not something that many of us like to do. And you don't have to do big steps, just taking a little step at a time until you become comfortable. And then you will find that it's going to make a big difference. So please learn to trust more and listen to yourself. Priyanka, hi. Can I please have a card? You're very welcome, hon. You're very welcome, Leela. I hope that helped. I hope it resonated. Okay, Priyanka. Oh, you have the trust card. So again, I will just read it just to reinforce it. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to not follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. So again, this trust card showing up for you is referring to different things in your personal life as well, and how you have issues sometimes with trust. And like I said, all of us have issues with trust because we've all been hurt. We've all been maybe lied to. There's a myriad of things of why we don't have trust. But this card is telling you that truly listen to your inner voice and learn to trust, and don't go down the same path all the time. We do the same old, we don't grow. And you want to grow. And that's what our experience here on this earth is to grow and to learn. So please trust your instincts and trust your inner voice, and you will definitely find things will move along much better for you. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. This card completely resonates. You're very welcome. Thank you for asking.
That was good. Good reading.
Yes, again, Spirit knows.
I know. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. If you have a question, please ask. If you want an in-depth reading, there's 1777. So, what other cards have you got there? Like, how do you choose your deck?
Well, I have some other cards by Doreen Virtue, and I've got, the angelic therapy I use, but I find that these ones really seem to connect with people like right away. And yeah, so that's just my gut instinct. But however, if somebody would prefer, I can show you the other decks that I have, and if somebody would prefer something else, by all means, that would be fine.
Yeah. And is that Priyanka? Is that how you say that beautiful name?
Priyanka.
She loves the layout of your life. It's beautiful.
Thank you. You're very beautiful. She's very beautiful. A picture of her.
Yeah. And so you've had the gift since you were young.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had the gift since I was young, and a lot of times, like I mentioned in the past, when we're having our angels around us, or spirits, or whatever people like to refer them to, you don't really notice it until you look back in hindsight, which is 2020. So I think that probably the more experiences that we go through, the more pain that we go through, then the more aware of it that we are. So when things do happen, then you're in the moment and you go, oh, okay.
Exactly.
I'm listening.
And Tracy Holmes says, hi, love, could I please have a card to direct me on what blockage or obstacles I'm currently facing? Many gifts have opened, but I feel like something is in the way.
Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Pull a card and then... Okay. So the card for you today, Tracy, is to listen. So you have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand somebody else. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be compassionate and listen to them, to fully listen and intently and intently listen and to pay attention, not to just hear what's being said, but to the words that are underneath. So again, that resonates with, the last couple of cards that I did in, again, listening to your inner voice. And I'm thinking that this is probably where your blockage is, Cynthia. It's in your solar plexus, and you're not listening to things because you are, I'm feeling like you're stuck in whatever it is you've gone through. And I'm feeling it was something traumatic or challenging that you went through. So you're stuck in that. So you're not listening to the different ideas and the different solutions that are coming your way. And once you start to listen, like truly listen, I think that that's going to open up inside of you, and it's going to help you to move forward. And then you won't have this blockage. It's not going to happen overnight, because nothing that's worth anything happens all at once, but it's a step. And I think once you feel one little step, or take one little step, and you feel that, then it's going to give you the confidence to move forward and to take more steps and help you to become unblocked and help you to really appreciate exactly where you are and what you're going through and what you're going to be going through. So I hope that helps. Thank you. Thank you, Priyanka. That's great. Yes, you're pronouncing it correctly, and I love the vibes from both of you, soothing and positive. That's very, very lovely of you to say, Priyanka. Thank you. You're very welcome. You are very beautiful. So I have more cards here if anybody would like a free card reading, or for $17.77, you can have a mediumship reading or a 3-card reading. And the 3-card reading would include your past, your present, and your future. And that's a pretty good way to, I don't know what time of the world you're in right now, but end your day is to give you some hope and some insight and some confidence into where you've been, where you are, and where you're going to go. So you're very welcome, Tracy. I'm glad that that makes sense to you, hon. That's great. Thank you. I dropped a card.
Hi, everyone watching. Thank you for tuning in to our show. And so is the gift in your family?
You know what? There was with my great grandmother, and then it's like it skipped a generation, but I think it was because of the war, and people were focusing on other things, and then it continued on after that. So it's funny how you realize, as the older you get, I'm not going to tell you how old I am because I'm old, but the older you get, the more and you reflect on back. Like I never would have thought to say, oh, my grandmother was in the war, so she was consumed with other things. And spiritualism is something that maybe wasn't embraced, and then it was hard for them to live back then and raise families, etc. So yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead. I just feel it came from, your gift comes from another generation.
Yeah, it does. Thanks.
Yeah. And
yours? Does yours, Kat?
No, it's not in my family.
No.
Only one sister.
Okay. So you're the gifted one. You're the chosen one, the special one. That's awesome.
The black sheep.
That's always the chosen one and the gifted one. People underestimate that term, the black sheep.
A lot of psychics I've met seem to be the black sheep of the family.
Yeah, I know. I've met people like that as well. It's it's a gift.
Is anyone a black sheep? Let us know.
Yeah. We'll start a club.
Yeah. That'd be a good page on Facebook.
Yeah, it would be. There you go.
Yeah. There's always a black sheep in the family, isn't there?
Yes, absolutely. And it's amazing how you can have children from the same parents, and they have they're like night and day. isn't it? They're both raised the same way, but they have totally different expectations, outcomes, etc. Oh, that's you, Priyanka, black sheep.
Yeah.
You can join our club, honey.
I've just noticed a lot of black sheep have awakenings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they get sort of disowned from the family, and then the rest of the family ends up thinking they're crazy anyway because they've had an awakening.
Yeah, that's a reward from spirit for being the black sheep.
Yeah.
They don't get it on earth, but they'll have it spiritually, and that's way better.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone else out there, a black sheep watching? Let us know in the comments. Yeah, a lot of psychics, mediums, that I've met have had a hard life.
Yes.
They've walked through that dark period.
Yes.
To see God's light shine, just to have that awakening.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. That is so true.
Mm.
And it's not funny. That's not the right term, but when you look at your own life and then you see people that don't go through a lot, you go, I don't know how did you pull that one off? But you know what? I figure that their past life was really bad, so they're getting rewarded in this life. There's a yin and yang for everything.
Yeah, I truly believe to see God's light shine in your life, you have to walk through a dark period of being in a bad spot, and then I believe in the power of prayer works. Yes. And miracles can happen in your life.
Absolutely, they can
turn it around, to better.
Yeah, I'll tell you just one little quick miracle in my life. I had a daughter, and then I had a son, and then when I had my son, I had my tubes tied because my husband at the time didn't want any more children. Yeah. Sadly, my son passed away, and when I went to the doctor, he said, "There's only a 4% chance of you ever having children. To re-sew your tubes back up." God gave me 4 more children.
Wow.
Amen. Miracle. Yeah, that's a miracle.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh,
I think we all have miracles in our life. Priyanka, sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. I had my awakening this year, and I'm glad my parents support me from the start. I'm a tarot reader too. That is so awesome, Priyanka. Having parents' support is hugely important. Because that's your universe when you're growing up, and not everybody's that blessed. So you're very fortunate, and you've been given a gift that you get to share with all of your endless guidance and support and love. So that's awesome.
That's good to have support from our parents.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone out there that doesn't have support, please contact our page. We can help you. And we do have mentorship. Psychics that do mentorship, mediumship, or help you with, through the awakening stages, the first stages. Priyanka says, I agree, I'm truly blessed and grateful to God. Yeah, that's good.
Bless you, honey.
Oh, yeah. So how many children do you have then?
I had 6 children.
Yeah.
Sadly, I lost 3. So I have 3 children, but I count my blessings. Yeah. So like I said, we all have our paths and our journeys, and yeah.
But they're with you in spirit.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. My daughters, I feel a light. Like I just feel this air go by me, like they run by me. One of my daughters, literally, I have a piggy bank full of pennies. Pennies from heaven. I would find pennies everywhere. I'd go sit down, there's a penny sitting in the middle of the chair. I'd walk in a room. So I have a piggy bank full of pennies from one of my daughters, and I have a piggy bank of dimes from my other daughter. So truly, I am blessed, and I believe that that spirits do stay with us and support us and love us, even sometimes when we feel that they don't. So
I know, yeah, that's so true. Yeah, we're never alone.
No, we are not. No.
if anyone has a question, please put it in the comments for us. We're doing one card free readings. And please share for us also if you can. But, we have a few shows on through the week. We have different psychics on our platform, and they're all very gifted. And where we go to Spotify and iTunes and quite a few other platforms. So hello to everyone out there listening.
You're in Australia, Kat? Sorry.
I'm
You live
Victoria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gail says, may I please have a card read?
Of course you can. Oops. Bear with me. Okay, Gabby, the card for you today is soul power. Always remember your soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your convenience and command whenever you need it. So this card is telling you that you may have been going through some challenges lately, and you may have felt alone, but to know that your soul is open with you and encourages the spirits to come and to take care of you and to guide you and to love you, and to know that your soul is never alone. So I hope that helps.
Hello to Tony Love. Now, Tony Love, I always say this, she has designed the most beautiful tarot cards.
Oh.
I always talk about them. I can't wait for them to be, for her to, for them to be released, because I'll be using them.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to it.
They're so amazing to read. And she's got these light activators on the back of them. Or so. Tony, let us know what that's called. I always forget. So on the tarot cards, there's an activator. And I have to get her to explain. So Gabby says, resonates with me 100%. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Gabby. Thank you for allowing me to read.
Yeah. But yeah, so when you see tarot cards and some you connect, some you don't.
Yes, yes.
I really connect to her cards that I've seen. So I've been looking forward to it all year.
Oh, excellent. Any idea when they're coming out?
No, I don't know. She said, no, thank you, light codes, light language. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
just
great.
beautiful. Yes. How many decks have you got? Did you say?
Oh, I've got about 8.
Okay. That's quite
well, these is over the years, of
Yeah.
course, and then I whittle them down. I use them in the ones that are best, and I try new ones and I use them, but I've got my few favorites that I use at all times. But these ones are the ones I've been using recently because they seem to be so, they resonate so well with people when I do readings.
Yeah, that's good. It's good when you find a good deck that will work well with.
Yeah, it is. Very much so.
Yeah. So Tony Love says she prays her tarot cards will be ready by January.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Oh,
Put me on your list, please.
I talk about them, and when people see them, they'll know why I've been talking about them.
One of those things you can't explain. It's just so, yeah. That's great.
Yeah, that's all good. And so we do have a show coming up after this show. We have just over 12 minutes left on your show. If anyone would like a free one-card reading, please put it in the comments. Or more in-depth reading is 1777. Now, we've got a show in an hour and a half with another psychic also. So please tune in for that if you can. But now, you do private readings also. So we'll get you up towards the end of the show. So if anyone doesn't want to have a live reading on the show and they want it more private, you can contact Leanne privately, and we'll put her link up soon. And David says, are crystal ball readings less popular?
Oh, you're asking me? You know what? I don't think they're as popular as they used to be, although in some parts of the world they still are. But I think Western countries, it doesn't seem to be as. I could be wrong, but that's just my take on it from what I remember.
Yeah, I think they were very popular back in the olden days, you know, a long time ago when they had the traveling gypsies.
Yeah.
All those traveling gypsies had the crystal ball in their caravan.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. Eh?
I know, I love that. I ordered a crystal ball one day. I'm not going to say from where. And I got it was tiny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't look at the dimensions properly. And Tony Love says it takes a while when you do all the art on them yourself. Yeah.
Oh,
Talking about cards, yeah. They do take a long time. I tried tarot cards to attempt once, and I'm not very good.
Well, you tried. The cards I'm using, sorry, Tony asked if the cards I'm using now are Doreen's. No, these cards are from John Holland. He's a world-renowned medium.
Yeah.
For
But
those.
you do have Doreen's, don't you?
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah.
I have used all of hers, but I have a few that I do use regularly as well. I mean, I can certainly bring them out.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have 10 minutes left. Please, if anyone has a question, please ask. We're doing 1 free 1 card readings. Tony loves him.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's beautiful cards, and
Yes.
it's yeah, they're great.
I learnt with Rider-Waite cards. I know a lot of psychics that have learnt with Rider-Waite tarot deck.
Okay.
If anyone's learning, I always find they're the best cards to go with. They're very easier to understand the Rider-Waite deck.
Yes.
And they're good to learn before you go to a more card that's is more by the picture. So do you know what I mean? So Rider-Waite tell you more.
Okay.
What did you learn with? What cards?
I started with Doreen Virtue years and years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, good. Everyone learns how they learn, but I just found a lot of psychics do learn with the Rider-Waite deck.
Yeah.
And Lisa Whitford said she would love a card, please.
Okay, Lisa. Certainly.
Oh my gosh, Tony Love. Oh, I'm just looking in the comments. I'll let you do this reading.
Okay, Lisa. This card for you today is strength. So strength comes in many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. I apologize. You're never really alone as long as we're always with you. So this card is pulled for you, Lisa, I believe, because you might have been going through a situation recently where you didn't think that you had the strength deep inside you to pull forward, to move forward, and something was holding you back. And we all underestimate ourselves. We all get into a point where we, our confidence lacks and we beat ourselves up. And we all forget that we truly do have a very strong inner sense of strength. And this card, I believe, is telling you to tap into that and to believe in yourself and know that regardless of what happens, you have this strength and you have the ability to bring it out and to change the situation and to move forward. So I hope that helped with you. Thank you for asking. That's great, Lisa. Thank you. Tony Love. I never used cards before, but since doing online, many want the cards, so I use them for confirmation. That's great. That's a great reason to use them. Yeah, I think that when your cards come out, you're probably going to have a really hard time keeping up because everybody's going to want to buy them.
So, I'm stuck for words then. Lisa says, I will, thank you, keep chugging along.
Thank you, Lisa, for your feedback.
I was going to say we're coming towards the end of your show.
I'm sorry?
We're coming towards the end of your show.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Yes, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you reaching out and letting me read for you. And I hope that you come back, not just for me, but for all of the great spiritual people that are on this program. And Kat is an amazing lady, so you get to see her every time you come on. And that's a bonus. Yes.
If anyone has a question, we have time for one more question. Free question. Please let us know. But yeah, so not everyone likes a reading on a show. So if anyone would like to have a private session with Leanne, you can contact her privately on her Facebook page. And
or my email is along the bottom, so you can reach out to me there as well, and I'd be more than happy.
Yeah, it's facebook.com gracefru.guidance9. It's in the comments.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, and yeah, so Tony Love says blessings. Thank you for your love.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you very much.
Sweet.
Thank you.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So you'll be on again next week anyway.
Yes, I will. Excuse me.
We will most probably 90% have a guest for you to come into the studio and do a reading.
Excellent. That'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be really good. Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yes, thank you.
David says, great show. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much.
That's good.
And thank you, Kat, for having me on. I really appreciate it.
That's okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Lisa says, I appreciate your time and energy.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much for your comments.
Yeah. Well, I hope everyone has a great night, day, wherever you're watching from. And we will be back in an hour and a half now, I think.
And thank you for watching, everybody.
I get my time. Are you good with time zones?
Not really. I'm Pacific time, so it's 3 in the afternoon where I am right now.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you again. Lisa says, and gifts, of course.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Through the Veil TV. Thank you for watching today. You can find information on our psychics on our Facebook page. Please leave them a review on their pages. Hope to see you again soon.